Woodchuck Night. I'm here in England, which is not the US. It's very, very different. They speak a little bit different, but they're all right guys. I'm training with Invictus here. They were nice enough to have me come out. I'm going to put together a training video. The training video, what we did today, one of the things I love about the sport is you can go everywhere and meet anyone, and they just kind of invite you. They invite you to their family, let you train with them. I had a wonderful time, and I learned a thing called one-legged bohart, which I've never done before.
So here we are at the Invictus training grounds. It's in Rainham, which I believe is in Kent, on the southeast side of the UK. You can see this is kind of warm-up sparring, and I'm about to do my own first sparring here. I'm in the left, and we're just using foam weapons. This is their foam practice list, which is really great. We're inside of a steel barn. It is probably 95 degrees inside of here. We are sweating a lot, but it was really awesome to just come in and jump in with these guys and train. I'm fighting their captain right now in a sparring kind of warm-up match. Funny enough, I didn't realize that I picked up one of their shorter swords, so my reach is a little bit short compared to a regular arming sword. I just grabbed it real quick and ran in. But again, this is warm-up drills. It's just to get yourself moving, get some sparring in. They were really great, just rotating through, moving pretty quickly the entire time. I, being the lefty as I am, was a little confounding for a couple people who hadn't fought a lot of lefties before, and I was forced to use a punch shield instead of a heater shield since I didn't have any lefty setup ones, which is fine. I prefer a punch shield, honestly. It was really great. This was the first time in a week or so I've been able to do any kind of sparring or drilling. It was really fun that they let me jump in and train with them, and they're just a great group of guys.
10 seconds.
As for their training format and style, it's a little bit different than what I do at the Knights Hall because they don't have classes being run as a full school. It's much more show up for their 2 hours, do drills the entire time, go home.
I'm Jack Callum's been fighting since October, and I just love getting a sword in my hand and hitting some people. Have you done tournaments yet? No tournaments. So you're coming up with your first one soon? Yeah, first one's in August. So that's awesome. That's awesome. Thanks for having me out. Yeah.
Splice into the training drills, I'm putting interviews like you just saw. Sorry for my heavy breathing. I just came out of a drill and decided to record while I could. One of the newer fighters and just getting kind of his reasons for doing the sport and why he's involved. So now they're doing a one-on-one grappling drill. This is meant to be kept on the rail they're focused on. And same thing, this is kind of just continually training. The next two people hop in after this. Most of these are a minute to 90 seconds long with a mix of different experience and skills. They wear gloves the entire time, but not necessarily any other training gear during this particular drill. One thing I really like about visiting other places is seeing how people train and seeing the places they train. The list that they've built here, a space to train in this old barn, really just makes it so you get to train together. And you'll see around the room a little bit here, and then following up another interview with another fighter.
I'm Seb.
Give your name, yeah.
I'm new.
All right.
Been doing training for about a year.
Who fought?
Did my first tournament, last week before? Yeah. Week before.
How'd you do?
Yeah, he did all right.
I did okay.
You did all right, didn't you?
We're going to say he took down Bogosh.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Nice little trip.
Why do you like doing this?
It is literally therapy. Like, you just get to hurt. Well, not hurt people, but you can go a bit ballistic and know you're not really going to hurt anyone.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Give your name.
Roland. I've been doing the sport for 10.5, 11 years, and I like it because it fills a gap of mayhem that the groups create from the love from a previous job that I used to do, and I couldn't see myself doing anything else now, and I'm lucky enough to have my wife get out of it.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, you got to say something nice back.
There is nothing.
To say now.
I apologize again for the heavy breathing. 2 hours of straight training and then trying to record videos on my phone and getting my brain to think is not always easy, but I did want to interview the fighters and kind of get an understanding of why this team comes together. What you're seeing here is them walking through some 5-on-5 drills. just talking about positioning, different reasons you would make different moves. There's a mix of experienced and newer fighters here today. So the captain there, Badger, is talking about different positions on the rail, what the one will do, how the two will respond, and really just talking fighters through and letting them practice. After this, we did do some 5-on-5 grappling melee. So let me talk a little bit about what's different about their training over the training that I regularly do. As I said, this is a club, not a school, and why I'm saying that is a school is where I go to, I pay a membership, I sign up for specific classes, I know what class I'm going to. A club is a group of fighters that is getting together to train on their own time, and they're going to do their set couple hour practice however many times a week, but it's not kind of an open school in the same sense as the Knights Hall. So they're going to walk through different drills, but what they did a lot of that I don't do a lot of at the Knights Hall currently is they did a lot of this 5-on-5 grappling work without weapons and just using gloves. I don't think it's a better or worse, but it's interesting seeing what other schools do and why they do it and how it kind of fits into their mindset and their culture. I do want to talk about the one-legged bohart as well that I mentioned in the opening. Unfortunately, I didn't get any video of it. I was too busy doing it, but I want to talk about it because it was the most unique drill that I have seen a team do that I have not experienced. So what is it? So one-legged bohart is 3-on-3, 4-on-4, 5-on-5, whatever you have for numbers, grappling melee, so no weapons. But you need to stay on one foot the whole time. So you're hopping and you need to keep one foot off the ground. If your foot touches the ground, you're considered down, just as if you're thrown in a regular bohart match. Why do this? Well, the captain explained to me a couple reasons, and after experiencing it, I actually agree with him on it. The first is it just obviously helps with balance, helps with core strength. It just helps you become more aware of your body because you're doing something that's very difficult. You're trying to grapple one-legged. You're also exceptionally aware of the rail because you're going to put your foot against the rail a lot, especially the rail here that was completely a wall down instead of a true rail. You were able to lean on it and use that and kind of be aware of it, which I thought made for some dynamic grappling. The more important reason for me is that he said it's reducing injuries. The reason for that, especially with newer fighters, is that you have to go slow. You can't attack with full force. You can't attack quick and aggressive because you're hopping and you're grappling and trying to balance. So he said by doing it this way, they've seen a lot less injuries, a lot less knee injuries. You tend to just slip and put your foot down versus getting kind of tossed head over heels in the way that you can sometimes when you're doing soft kick grappling or soft kick melee. I thought it was really interesting. It's something I want to try and something I want to bring back to our school, and I thought it was a really unique idea. And as I told Invictus, I'm going to take full credit for it in the US as though I invented it, and it's never been done before, and it's definitely my own creative woodchuck night idea.
I can create options. I can also make sure that I can, take people out when I want to. Middle person. Let's shift you over. Now,
Name?
Blaze.
How long have you been doing this?
Mine's 7 months.
7 months. Have you fought in an armory yet?
Sorry?
Have you fought in an armory yet?
Times ain't done a tournament yet.
Not done a tournament yet?
Excited for it though.
When's your first one?
August.
August. So that's the rookie tournament, right?
No, it's Oxford.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Rookie tournament.
Why do you like doing this? Why do you like doing this?
I like torturing myself.
All right, thanks, bud. Give me your name.
I'm Andrew. I've been doing it nearly 3 years now. I've somehow got the nickname The Gentleman from somewhere. I don't quite know where that come from. But I do like to give people nice big metal cuddles and then sweep their legs from under their feet.
Awesome, thank you. Name.
My name is Bruna. I've been doing this for about 4 years. I'd say.
Why do you like it?
For someone who used to pretend the stick was a sword to get in armor, nowadays it's just amazing.
It's awesome.
I'm Reese. I've
Yeah.
been doing it for about 2.5 years now.
Yeah?
Just enjoy it. It's a bit of therapy.
It's awesome.
Be nice and calm after this.
Thanks.
Well, I really want to thank Invictus for having me out to train with them. It was a spur-of-the-moment thing. The day before I flew out to England, we were there for a family trip, and I just connected with the local team that I could find. I drove an hour and a half through what I will say is terrible English back roads that were frankly horrifying for an American like me who's used to open highways. But I made it and had a great time with these gentlemen and ladies. I will be seeing them in Germany this year at Way of Honor. They're going to the same tournament we are. We may be fighting against each other depending on how the pools play out. But it was really wonderful. It was great to get to meet them and get to spend 2 hours sweating in a hot barn in England. Like, subscribe, follow, all that wonderful stuff. I'm the Woodchuck Knight. If I'm out your way, I'm happy to come by to any training you have as well, make a video of it, and help promote your club.